So this is the Master Duel footage that I had saved that I felt didn't really fit into like any specific video, so I kind of figured, you know what? I'm just gonna take the footage. I'm just gonna take this footage and just this miscellaneous footage and just use it in its own video. So yeah, no, there's not really a theme for this one. Just a bunch of like random games I played using different decks. So yeah, I hope you enjoy, and yeah, again, just enjoy. This one is Witchcrafter, and look at my hand. You see reasoning, perfect, absolutely perfect, and you know exactly what's going to go down first. Whenever you have reasoning in your hand, you just straight up just have to activate it for turn 1. You have to activate it. Oh, there goes my imperm. But you know what? We got Jenny, so we're good. Gonna play this. Add a Ruru to the hand. Always the better option to get. Always get a Ruru to your hand as soon as possible. Activate Jenny's effect. Discard that. Get Hane on the field. Frame 1. And then normal summon Shmieta. And my turn. Then we bring that back to the field. And the reason we do that is because for those who don't remember, instead of discarding a spell card from my hand, I can send that to the graveyard instead to activate either Shmieta's effect or Hane's effect. Any Witchcrafter effect, really. And then, as long as it doesn't get banished or a Witchcrafter monster doesn't get negated, during the end phase, I could get as many Witchcrafter, one of each Witchcrafter spell I have, up to the amount of Witchcrafter monsters I control. So, since I control 2 Witchcrafter monsters, I could get 2 different Witchcrafter spells from my graveyard back to my hand. That's how it works. So, yep. Gotta love being able to recycle spells. Bro, staring 4,200 damage in the face right now. You just gotta wait for the game to do its thing. I hate when it has to do this. Like, Konami, fix your servers! That was all they could do? Okay. I don't need to activate that. I'm thinking about it, like, do I want to activate? Nah. Although, to be fair, I could have. Then, yep. But then I probably wouldn't have been able. I mean, I would have been able to do this, but they're gonna send that to the graveyard to destroy that. Then we're gonna activate it, which is why we sent that to the graveyard. Gonna make it so we can negate the first spell. And the reason we do that is just in case, you know, a polymerization or something is used. Just in case. It's only once per turn, though, so it's not like it's, like, an endless negate. It's once per turn. So, that's the only downside to it. But, you know, it's still a fair... I'd say it's a fair negate. If it's once per turn, that's fine. But if you can just do it as many times as you feel like that's lame. But again, once per turn negate, that's fine, I'd say. And here I actually do have game. Maybe. I'm going to give him... Yeah, I do, but I'm going to give him one more turn just to be nice. No, you know, just to be nice. I felt like being generous. I'm going to let that go through. And then I'm just going to destroy it anyway. Yeah, like, I just felt like just destroying it, I guess. And now we gotta wait for the game to do its thing. Again. Yay. Fun. Oh, and phase. Alright. Hey, we got the fusion spell. I'm gonna activate it because why not? I forgot, if I activate all three of the effects, probably not. But I'm gonna use a Ruru and Shmieta. Keep Pain on the field, just in case. And then we're gonna use the spell to bring a Witchcrafter monster back from the graveyard. And the reason we do this is to bring a Ruru back. So during my opponent's standby phase, a Ruru comes back to my hand. And we're going to destroy a card on the field. You're going to go for that one. Which honestly was a good hit. I'm glad it was. Now we activate this. Witchcrafter creation to add a Witchcrafter monster from the deck to the hand. And we chain Vice Madam's special effect. Second effect. This will summon level 6 or lower Witchcrafter monster from the graveyard to the field. Or the deck to the field. Yep. Really nice field it got there. Eternal Soul, alright. I'm going to destroy that. Discard that. Just send that to the graveyard to destroy that. And then, on top of that, we're going to chain Vice Madam's third effect. So I do get all 3 effects off. Awesome. And then we're going to add the fusion spell to the hand, because why not? It doesn't matter what I grab. I'm going to get all the spells back anyway. Well, not really, but I'm going to... This is it. Let's go on to the next clip. This is kind of overkill, but you know what? It was worth showing off, I suppose. Next clip. You recognize the field, you know the card sleeves, you know what deck we're playing. Do I really need to explain what's going to happen? Do I really need to? It's my main deck. It's Live Towards Snake Eye. Do I really need to explain what deck is, what I'm going to be doing? Do I really need to? I honestly don't think I need to. But maybe I do. You know what's gonna happen. If I have anything to say, I'll say it, I guess. Otherwise, yeah, I don't really need to say much of anything here. But yeah, since all this was like specials, all the twin stuff were special summons, I get to normal summon Poplar, which is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to add that to my hand, immediately activate it to send the field spell. Oh no, okay, never mind. I thought it was going to be the field spell, but Poplar, it's fine. Go ahead and special summon Snake Eye Ash from the deck in defense position. Activate Ash's first effect. Activate Poplar's second effect to set it to a spell trap zone. Then we're going to add our Snake Eye Birch from the deck to the hand. And now since I control a level 1 Pyro monster, I can special summon Snake Eye Birch from my hand. Then I'm going to activate Snake Eye Ash's second effect, tributing it and Snake Eye Birch to special summon Snake Eye's Flamberge Dragon from my hand. Then I'm going to activate Snake Eye's Diabellstar's effect, bringing Snake Eye Ash from the graveyard to the spell trap zone. Oop, voice crack, I apologize. Special summon Snake Eye's Diabellstar. Link summoned Sunny using my 2 Link monsters. Then we set Imperm, and then in our turn. Really, like, again, that's just, I have game here. That's 8,100 attack points. Actually, that's 9,100 attack points. I have game. There's no way he's gonna win at this point. Set a card. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna activate that. I think I choose Poplar. No, it's nothing weird. Weird choice for me to make. I'm going to change Sunny's effect. Special summon the twins. And you know it's gonna happen. Just standard twin stuff. Don't really need to say much of anything here. But gonna special summon Ash in attack position. This is over. I don't need to get the evil twin normal deck monster. I don't need to get the main deck evil twin monster on the field. I win here. This is game. Like just having Sunny on the field was game. It's all with DML Star and Flamberge. I didn't need to do all this. This is completely overkill, man. Gonna set that just because. And just so we could get rid of the face down. Nice hit, honestly. But yeah, now we win. I did not need to do this. I did not need to do this. This is completely unnecessary. And then we just normal summon Lil because completely unnecessary. And then I'm just gonna go into battle. Attack with the lower attack point monsters first. And then we just attack with the twins and win. That's a different OTK that I normally do, but you know what? It was nice still, regardless. Alright, for this one, you can tell by the field and the sleeves, played some Blue Eyes, baby! Something you don't see me use too often. You see me use Dark Magician more than I do Blue Eyes. And if you know me, you know why. We're immediately getting a fusion summon. Oh boy. $2,800. At least it's not DPE. If it was DPE, I would just hit. Yep, nope, you're good. You win. The ow. But yeah, real like if it was DPE, I would lose instantly. But yeah, that's just a fusion summon, so there's still normal summon to go through as well. Looking at 5,300 damage right now. $5,300 damage. That is crazy. But yeah, we're just waiting for the game to do its thing. Cool. There we go. Thankfully. But that we gotta wait again. New response. So I'm gonna activate Melody of Awakening Dragon, sending one of my White Stone of Legends to the graveyard. Because if I do that, I get to add a Blue Eyes monster from my deck to my hand. Well, add two, actually. I'm gonna add Alternative and Jet. You're probably wondering, why am I adding Jet instead of normal Blue Eyes? Because I can just add normal Blue Eyes to my deck instantly. Because of my... because why add normal Blue Eyes because of White Stone Legends effect, and add Jet and Alternative through Melody of Awakening Dragon's effect. Then I show the Blue Eyes in my hand to special summon Alternative. I'm going to activate this Alternative's effect to destroy the fusion monster, which unfortunately doesn't allow me to attack with it. But I can special summon Jet from my hand because a card on the field was destroyed. And then go to normal summon Keeper of Dragon Magic. Activate its effect. Discard White Stone of Legend. Because it's not once per turn. Add Polymerization. Not once per turn, therefore I can activate it again. Next, we're going to use Polymerization to get Tyrant Dragon on the field, using my 2 Blue Eyes in my hand. This allows me to attack both of my opponent's monsters on the field. But that's going to hinder my progress. So that's fun. But I still get to attack. And then we attack with Jet's effect. And since we attack with Jet, we can since we attack with Jet, we get to return that monster to the hand. And then that effect is once per turn, so I can attack directly for an extra 1800. Set a card. Like, do I activate that? Yeah, I'll activate it. So I'll get Twin Burst on the field. Using my 2 blue eye. Well, the special summon Blue Eyes in defense mode. Face down defense. And then we wait for the game to do its thing. And I'm not going to fuse and summon. I'm just going to end my turn. But yeah, we've got a really good field here. I don't have True Light, but at all. I have it in the deck, I just didn't manage to draw it. But at this point, do I really need True Light? Like, if anything, True Light's more of a hindrance at this point if it gets destroyed. But thankfully, he doesn't have any back row removal, so even if I did have True Light on the field, it'd be good. And the reason why I don't want True Light on the field with this many monsters is if it's face up and it gets destroyed, it destroys all my monsters. It's like how, yeah, Eternal Soul, when Eternal Soul is flipped face up and it gets destroyed, it destroys all your monsters. True Light's the same thing. So that's why I don't want True Light right now at this point. And now we wait for the game to do its thing once more. 200 damage, that's fine. I don't know why that wasn't activated first, but alright. If it was activated first, I would have taken a little bit more damage. But it doesn't matter because I drew Spirit Dragon. So I basically win here. Now, obviously I win. So flip Blue Eyes face up. Then we wait for the game to do its thing again. This is so stupid. Like, fix your game, Konami. Come on. Hey, okay. Go into battle. Destroy it. Destroy the fusion monster with Tyrant Dragon. And then we finish this with White Lightning attack. Easy Blue Eyes victory. That's how you win with Blue Eyes. But yeah, it's funny I mentioned Dark Magician in the previous clip because I played Dark Magician. And I'm going second, which No. With this hand, this is actually a really broken hand when you think about it. Because I've got Magician Souls in my hand, so I can send Dark Magician to the graveyard. Special summon Dark Magician from the graveyard. Well, after I play Dark Magical Circle. Anyway, I'm about to explain everything. So, obviously, first I'm going to play Dark Magical Circle. Don't really need either of those. But I'm going to add Bond between teacher and student. The order of these cards doesn't matter because I win on this turn, so... Activate Magician Souls. Send Dark Magician to the graveyard. Which is going to allow me to special summon Dark Magician from the graveyard. And since I special summon Dark Magician while Dark Magical Circle is on the field, I can target one card on the field and banish it. Which is exactly what I'm going to do to the face down. Next, I'm going to activate Bond between teacher and student. That's going to allow me to special summon Dark Magician Girl from my hand, deck, or graveyard. Obviously, I don't have Dark Magician Girl in my hand or graveyard, so special summon her from the deck. Next, normal summon Magician's Rod. Activate Magician's Rod, which is going to allow me to add a spell or trap that mentions Dark Magician. Add it to my hand. Obviously get Eternal Soul. Set it. Then, activate Soul Servant, which is going to allow me to select a card that mentions Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl to the hand. I'm going to choose Magician's Apprentice. Or Illusion... or whatever its name is called. Activate Soul Servant, banishing it. Draw 2 cards since I control Dark Magician. Then I'm going to special summon it by discarding my Buster Blader in attack position, resulting in an OTK. Like I said, this hand was broken. There was nothing that was been able to stop. Like, yeah, an Ash Blossom, maybe an Emperor would have stopped me, but I win. OTK. Let's go. Easy win. And here, we got White Forest. Like, yeah, this is a meta deck, and it's really good, but it's also a really fun deck. Now, I'm not going to spoil anything, but I do have another White Forest video clip. It's really long, and the reason it's long is because I got an absolutely terrible hand. But luckily here I got Toy Box. So I got to set Toy Tank and Toy Soldier face down on the field. Then I'm going to activate Elzette's effect from my hand to send Toy Soldier to the graveyard, special summon her. Defense position just to be safe. Then I'm going to add Rusia, or is it Sylvie? Either way, add to my hand, special summon Toy Soldier from the graveyard. In defense, because again, just to be safe, I am going first. Then I'm going to activate Toy Soldier's effect. Wait for the game to do its thing. Because of course we are. Ash Blossom, there it is. I knew it was coming. When I played, I knew it was coming. That's not going to do anything for me because I'm going to normal summon a Stellar now. Because, again, those are just special summons, so I still got my normal summon. Activate a Stellar's effect to send my toy tank to the graveyard. To add Sylvie. So I did add Rusia to my hand. And now I will activate Sylvie's effect and chain Toy Tank special summon it from the graveyard. Beware of the White Forest was the right choice here. I wasn't sure which one I was going to add. Now we're going to Synchro Summon Baron de Fleur. And now we need a level 4. Get Baron on the field. 3,000 attack, I get to destroy a card on the field once per turn, and I get only 1 negate while it's on the field. However, my turn's not done. Now I'm going to link summon SP Little Knight using my other 2 monsters. And then I'm going to set Beware of the White Forest face down. And that's my turn. Now we'll wait for the game to do its thing. I'm not going to activate that, because activating that would be a terrible mistake. And you'll find out why it would be a mistake here in a minute. Turn end. He couldn't do anything. Draw Ash, which I don't really need. I just get Ash, I guess. Okay. I'm going to activate Toy Box, setting my Toy Soldier and my Toy Tank from the graveyard to a spell trap zones. If you play White Forest, I'm sure you know what I'm about to do. Now, I'm going to activate LZ's effect from my hand to send my Toy Soldier from the spell trap zone to the graveyard. Defense position, just because. Like, I know I'm safe at this point, but, just in case. Gonna add a Sylvie to my hand. Special summon Toy Soldier from the graveyard, since it was destroyed by card effect. I don't need Toy Box, so I'm just gonna normal summon Sylvie. Then Synchro Summon into Chaos Angel for 8,100 attack points of damage. He's got an empty field. No spell traps, no monster, nothing. Empty field, 8,100 straight to the face. The exact amount of attack points I had in the previous clip where I played Dark Magician. The exact amount of attack points. So you know this was an OTK in the making. However, he's gonna try to special summon that from his hand, which can't be destroyed by battle. However, I got Barolo on the field, so I'm going to negate its activation and destroy it. As a result of it being negated. And then I'm going to attack for game. 8,100 attack points straight to the face. I knew what was gonna happen. I knew what was gonna happen. And I won. And now for the final clip of this video, playing Branded. So I figured, why not? Now, the reason why I didn't include this in my Branded themed Master Duel video, again, I record so much, and whenever I record on my own time, I usually have so much saved, and whenever there's a long gap between when I record footage and actually upload it, I don't always remember everything. So, it's more, again, I don't remember what all footage I have saved. So it's like, yeah, I could have gone through it, but during the making of that video, but again, that video was long enough. Like, I was actually debating on even including this video clip into this one. Because it's going to be almost 56 minutes long. So I'm like, do I add this clip? Or do I leave it out? I'm like, you know what? Let's see what happens. Unfortunately, I bricked. So, yeah, this is a good hand. This was a terrible hand. But I'm going to play Darkhold just to get rid of his monsters. It saved me at least a little bit of damage in set 3 cards. Unfortunately, that's all I can really do. Unfortunate that I bricked. But with the previous 2 video clips that were just shown, which I recorded the White Forest one before. Actually, no, I recorded this video clip before the White Forest one. I just changed the order in which I showed because I figured, you know what? After me getting 8,100 attack points on the field with the Dark Magician deck, I'm like, you know what? It would just make more sense to get the White Forest one after the Dark Magician, because again, when it was my turn and I OTK'd, they were both at, I had 8,100 attack points on the field. So I figured, you know what? It's best I upload the White Forest one before I include the White Forest one before this one. But it was recorded. White Forest one was recorded after this one was. But yeah, we're gonna normal summon that, add Branded Fusion, and then immediately activate it. Albion. Send Albaz and her to the graveyard.
Then we activate. I don't know why I didn't activate. Oh, yeah, that's right. I do know why I didn't activate Albion's effective fuse summon. The Mirror Jade. The reason I didn't do it is because if I have a Fallen of Albaz in my graveyard, I can special summon Blazing Cartesia from my hand. That's why I didn't fusion summon using Albion and banishing my Albaz. I wanted to get her on the field. And besides, I don't think I really need Mirror Jade. Well, at the time I didn't think I would need Mirror Jade. But now I feel like I would have to. But again, I wanted to get Blazing Cartesia on the field, so I didn't. But yeah, now we just wait for the game to do its thing. Gotta love it. And then we activate that. New Frontier. Then we flip that to special summon. Well, banish. Keep banish my one of Branded Fusion. And the reason I do that is to get a token on the field. Defense position. Then add a card, Fallen of Albaz, or a card that mentions Fallen of Albaz to the hand. I'm going to add Kit. Which, call me crazy, but I feel like it was a smart play. Oh no, not Miracle Fusion. But yeah. I can't really do that. I can't use New Frontier's second effect. I think it's one effect per turn. Again, at the time of me, when I recorded the footage, I had, oh, I can. It's not once per turn. Again, I had just started actually using New Frontier in the deck, so yeah. I'm going to special summon Kit in defense position. And the reason special summon Kit in defense, less damage. And then we add branded. We add that to a hand. Return Harpy's Feather Duster from the deck. When I said, hear me out, I knew what I was doing. I knew what I was doing. Because Kit's effect allows me to get a branded spell or trap from the graveyard, or banish zone, add it back to my hand. But I have to send one card from my hand back to the deck. So unfortunately, I am going to be taking a good amount of damage. Fucking 41. God damn. That was a smart option. That was a smart option. Also the right option. However, I'm gonna flip that. Add that to my hand. Well, special summon it. Defense position. Then I'm gonna activate its effect. Branded Bond, good choice, honestly. And now we wait for the game once more. You know, that's a fair choice. Target one card on the field. Now targeting my field spell would have been the better option, but okay. My field spell would have been the better option. Or, you know, my one monster that I have left on the field. However, I'm going to add her back to my hand since I have a Fallen Valbaz. And then going to activate Albion's effect. We'll add this to my hand. Or set it. Smart. This is the best option, and the reason for it is because it negates and it destroys. I get Ash Blossom, which is unfortunate, but you know, it's fine. So I'm gonna activate Branded Fusion. Get Lubellion on the field. Sending Keeper of Dragon Magic and Fallen Valbaz from the deck. Then we activate Lubellion's effect, discard Ash Blossom. To fusion summon Mirror Jade. Using Lubellion. Or Albion. And Fallen Valbaz. One of my Fallen Valbaz. I have game here, by the way. Then we special summon her. Move that to attack position. Activate that. Activate Mirror Jade's effect. Send Brigand to the graveyard to banish that. Then we special summon Fallen Valbaz. go into battle. And that is going to be it for this video. Thank you for watching. And I'm just going to let the rest of this clip play out. Take care.